Hi there. Welcome. Come on in and get nice and comfortable. And how are you today? Okay. Well, what we're going to do today is a full body palpation exam. Is that right? Fantastic. So what I'm going to be doing is popping on a pair of gloves, just using my hands, fingers, to have a really, really good look to check for any problems that you might have. Okay? Fantastic. So before we start, I'd just like to ask a few questions just to check if you're having any particular problems in any areas, so we can make sure if you have, we have an extra good look. Okay? Fab. So, any issues at all in your scalp, top of your head, anywhere like that? On the face at all, forehead, nose, cheeks, chin, around the jaw, or the ears at all? On your neck, at the front or around the back? On either shoulder at all, any problems there? Thinking about your right arm from your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist to your hands to your fingers, any issue there at all? And then thinking about the same on the left side, so from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist to the hand, and the hand to the fingers, any issues there at all? Anything under your arms at all? Anything on the chest or sternum at all? Anything around the abdomen or stomach area giving you any problems at all? Thinking about your right leg now, from the top of your leg to the knee, from the knee down to your ankle, from your ankle to your foot, and for your foot to your toes. Any problems there? And then finally, the same with that left leg. So from the top of the leg to the knee, from the knee to the ankle, from the ankle to the foot, from the foot to the toes. Okay, fantastic. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on a pair of gloves and we'll start to take a look to check that everything is okay. Is that all right? Great. I'll be picking up my clipboard as we go, just to make any notes so I can put together a report at the end. Okay? Had an exam like this before. Okay. Well, if anything is painful, if anything is uncomfortable, then please let me know and we can stop. Otherwise, let's make a start. So what I'd like to do is start with your scalp. So I'm going to take a look at the hairline, and then I'm just going to be feeling all around the head. Is that okay? Great, okay, here we go. So, starting just with the top of that hairline. Excuse my shoulders. And around to down the ears. Okay, and back up on top of the scalp, okay? Top of your head. Just feeling to check that everything feels as normal. Down toward the temple area. And down to the sides. Back to the top of the head. And round to the back. Everything feeling okay? Great. Back up to the top. Down the back once more. Almost there. That's great. So how was that? Any areas that felt different? Anywhere you couldn't feel as well? Any pain at all? Okay. So next I'd like to move on to the face. Before I start touching around the face, I'd just like to use the back of my hand on your forehead to just check that temperature. Is that okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, that feels absolutely fine to me. While we're doing that, I'll just take the pulse in your neck if that's okay, and then on your wrist. Is that alright? Great, here I go, ready? It's good, thank you. And then on your wrist, is that okay? Okay, just hold nice and still for me. Good. Some nice strong pulse points there. Okay, so next we're going to take a look around the face. Okay, so forehead, nose, cheeks, ears, chin, and around that jawline. When it comes to your eyes, I'm going to look at the brows and just underneath at the eye socket. I won't be touching your eyes at all, okay? Fantastic. Okay, so starting again with that forehead. You ready? Okay, here we go. Often if there are any problems with the face, we can tell quite quickly because either we can see or others can tell us. But it's just good to have a good feel around. Okay, so coming onto the eyebrows now, we'll do those one at a time. Just going to feel of those. And the other side. and then under your eyes again, one at a time. This eye first. Please let me know if there's anything uncomfortable. Other side. Fantastic. Onto your cheeks next. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking and feeling absolutely fine. Round to your ears. Ready? Okay. Just feeling around the outside of those ears. Having a good look. Okay, nose next. Okay, here we go. Around the sides as well. Look up for me. Thank you. Okay, to your chin. Ready? Thank you, and then just around that jawline. Okay, there we go. Squeaky gloves, I'm sorry. Almost there with this one. Fantastic. So how was that? Was that quite comfortable? Anything painful at all? Anything feel any different to how you would expect? Okay. Next, your neck. So the front of your neck and the back. I'm going to start with the glands at the top, move down, and if possible, take a feel of that windpipe. This might be the only part that's slightly uncomfortable, but there won't be too much pressure. I don't need to apply too much pressure to get what I'm looking for, okay? And then round to the back, just to feel at the back, and up into the bottom of that hairline, okay? Great, so we'll do the back first. Ready? Okay, here we go. Just feeling around the back. Sorry if this is sensitive. That's great. Thank you very much. Now, around the front, we'll start with those glands. Ready? Okay, here we go. That's great. Down the sides of your neck next. Okay. Great. And then just down here. Just gently either side. Ready? Okay, here we go. Okay. That all feels absolutely fine. Any problems there at all? your shoulders now. What I'll do first is take a look at both together, and then the left shoulder, and then the right. Okay? Okay, here we go. So, nice and relaxed, just as you normally. Yep, okay, here we go. Squeaky gloves again. Okay, the shoulder next. There we go. And then this one. Okay, go. Just nice and relaxed. Okay. Just going to press down on those shoulders. Ready? And again. Fantastic. A little tension in those shoulders, but other than that, how did everything feel? Okay. So next, we're going to look at that right arm. So to start with, from the shoulder to the elbow, then the elbow to the wrist onto the hands, and then onto the fingers. Is that okay? Fantastic. So, shoulder to elbow first. Ready? Okay. Okay, then elbow to wrist, wrist to hand next. Ready? Going to turn your hand over to look at the palms. Great. And then your fingers in turn, so starting with that pinky finger, onto the ring finger. All feeling okay? Great. Middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Okay. How was that? Right. So again, on the left hand side this time. So from shoulder to elbow first, then elbow to wrist, wrist to hand, and then hand to fingers, okay? Great. So shoulder to elbow first. Okay, and then elbow to wrist, Everything okay? Good, just taking a feel around that wrist. Yeah, it's all fine. Wrist onto the hand. Just turning it over to look at the palm. And then once again the fingers, okay, so starting again with that pinky finger. Onto the ring finger. Middle finger. Index finger. And your thumb. Okay. So how did that feel? The same as the other arm? Any different at all? Any tenderness, any pain? Okay. What I'd like to do next is just take a look at the lymph nodes in your armpits under those arms. So, this will be a little firmer so you're not tickled by it, if that makes sense. But if you do need me to stop, if it is tender or painful or ticklish, then please do let me know, okay? So, if you could place your arms out to the side for me. Thank you, here we go. Everything okay? I am sorry this part is necessary. Okay, all good. Sorry about that. Nothing too tickly, I hope. Okay. Next, the top of the chest, collarbones, and to your sternum. Okay? Here we go. Ready? Okay. Okay, everything okay? Good. Next, onto the abdomen and stomach. Okay, so again, this will be around the sides to begin with, and then just gently at the front. It's especially important here, if there is any tenderness, then please let me know and I'll stop. Okay, here we go, ready? Okay. Just round to the back a little. And to the front, okay? Okay, how's that? What I'd like to do quickly, just some feeling around here. I just like to head around the back just to really have a good feel around there quickly, but it's nothing to worry about, okay? Okay, be very quick. Ready? Okay, here I go. So just having a good feel around the back, just on both sides. Fantastic. That's absolutely fine. Thank you for that. I always like to double check just in case there's anything there, but that's absolutely fine. So finally, what we have is the legs down to the feet. So we'll start with the right leg once again. So from the top of the leg down to the knee, then from the knee down to the ankle to the foot, and the foot to the toes. Okay? Great. So if you could just zip your shoes off for me. Apologies, I should have asked you to do that at the beginning. But socks can stay on. Okay, so right leg first. Ready? Again, any sort of pain or tenderness, please let me know. So right leg down to right knee. Fantastic. So now knee down to foot and foot to toes, okay? Yep, you stay as you are. Ready? Okay, so knees down to ankles, ankles down to the feet, and then the feet to the toes, just touching each toe in turn from that big toe down to the little toe. Fantastic, thank you very much. Any issues there at all? And the same with the left leg, okay? Great, so top of the leg down to the knee to begin with. All okay? Great. And then the same from the knees down again, ready? Fantastic. So, the knee down to the ankle first. All the way down to the ankle onto the foot, checking that foot, and then once again the toes, from that big toe all the way to the little toe. Well done. Any issues there at all? Fantastic. Right, take these gloves off. So, do you have any questions for me at all? Or is there anything that you would like me to add to my notes? Anything that came up during the examination that you thought perhaps didn't feel quite right, perhaps you'd like us to look at further? Anything like that at all? Okay. Well, I'm pleased to say that everything today felt exactly as it should, so I have no worries, issues, or concerns at all. What I'll do now is I'll put all of this into a report, send that on to you, so you have a copy to keep. You can send a copy to your doctor if you like. If anything changes, if you're worried about anything at all, you can either discuss it with your doctor or you can come back to us and we can take a look, no problem. But in the meantime, thank you very much for coming in today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.